Oh, that felt bad. That felt good. Yes. So I'm just gonna take a few minutes to talk about this little thing right here. This is the Rapala DT6, and that DT stands for Dives 2, and then this is a 6-foot diving crankbait. There's a round bail here. Notice how it's a little split in the middle. It's because I done split it in half somehow. I had this bass bite it, and I started retrieving it. I didn't set the hook, and it done split in half. But anyways, I've been throwing this thing in ponds and these deep river channels, trying to catch, you know, bass and in these river channels smallmouth, but I've ended up catching like stocked trout. And so I threw this in the pond today, and I got some like short clips and pictures and stuff like that. Second trout on the Rapala DT6. This thing is awesome. Of course, there's always that one time where you don't bring your GoPro to record all this. But I ain't making this up. This is my third. Hey. This is my third one. And all I was doing was just throwing this out in the water, doing a slow retrieve and whatnot. Sometimes speeding it up too. And it was just slamming the trout like crazy. Like they were. I don't understand what it is about this thing right here. But we're gonna talk about it. Like the places where I was throwing it. And this can help you catch those stock trout in the pond. And I hope this video helps you out a lot. So, without further ado, we're going to break this down for a couple minutes here. And I'm going to show you where you can buy this. And yeah, so hope you enjoy this little short video here.
What do you got on there? That crankbait? Man, that one goes, bro. This one don't go like that.
Catch them all day.
Lifts all day. You're gonna catch up with your buddy real quick, dude.
Yeah, I'm on number 2.
Yeah. That's 2 for you?
Yeah.
Where's those spot? Oh. Yeah.
Told you how much. Tire out. You run with it again. Let's see how y'all gassed out now.
Oh, you wait for them to get tired and then
Yeah, you gotta gas. These big ones, they get gassed out real quick. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, you done got me good.
There's a nice little rainbow there.
Yeah,
Green on him.
Hooked me too.
Green on him.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Hey,
so we go catch them in the snow now. This one specifically here is Ike Anelli's Demon Craw. He came up with this killer pattern himself, and it's got this deep dark red here, and on top it's got this maroon color, top purplish and whatnot. And it's also got the little craw pattern on top. Anyways, this thing, I've named it the Trout Slayer. Like, I don't understand what it is about this, but throwing at this one pond, these ponds for stock trout, stuff like that, places, they're going to have certain types of structures in there because most of the time these ponds that they do stock with trout also are going to have bluegill and bass in there somewhere. So that being said, there's points that you want to throw this in order to catch those fish. Starting off with number 1, we have the rocks, which are right here. And obviously, you know, if you've been throwing crankbaits for a while, you know that throwing crankbaits around these rocks and stuff like that, hitting them off the rocks, that bail hitting off of it and then letting it sit, then retrieving it again and whatnot. There's a bass sitting up on that rock or stump. It's going to sit there, and once you hit that rock, you let it stop. It's going to come up and munch it. I don't know how these trout bite it though, you know? Like, I don't know if they're sitting around these rocks or around these springs, which are right here. This is the layout of the pond that I fish. Or if they're in these areas where there's a bunch of grass and algae and snot grass as well and whatnot. I just know that I've thrown this thing a lot. And it's caught fish. I've caught bass there too. But what I'm going to do is furthermore, once I can fish again, I'm going to seriously go in depth with this thing and just the GoPro out. Been meaning to. I should have did it today, but I didn't. And like figure out where exactly I'm catching these stock trout at, so I can tell you the exact points to throw. But for now, the points that I found so far were out deep in the middle here, where these springs are that keep the air and the oxygen going through the water. And also in areas where there's a bunch of buoys, but there's also a bunch of shallow parts that go deep and then shallow again. And there's a bunch of grass growth. So pretty much like, instead of like throwing trout magnets or just a worm and bobber and spinners and stuff like that, you know, the basic trout lures, if you want to catch some bigger trout per se or whatnot, like the DT6 is going to be perfect for that, I think, in my opinion. My experiences, the DT6 has been perfect for that because it's pretty much the size of a full craw, and the bigger trout will bite and eat, digest craws that are the size of this or bigger. So I encourage you to throw these if you want. I really think that, I am positive that these will catch your bigger trout that have been stocked. I don't know about, you know, throwing this out in streams, trying to catch native trouts, but for catching stocked pond trouts and wanting to catch some big ones, I encourage you to throw these. And with that being said, I'm going to show you the videos I took today and the pictures I took today. And I really hope this helps you out. I hope this was informational. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll start a new series on this YouTube channel here because, well, it needs to be done. Anyways, well, this might actually go on Facebook. I don't know. Regardless, though, if you want to try a new bait, throw the DT6, because if there's bass in that pond too, you'll catch them. Throw this in the right areas, around the rocks, above the grass levels, and around like springs that they have them. I wouldn't throw it around docks. Docks just are too shallow for that, and this will just get scuffed up in the mud. But I encourage you to throw these or give it a try. And let me know down in the comments what bait you want to see next, what you want me to review next, or if you just want to see this thing in action, like just one video that's just straight fish catching and whatnot. So thanks so much. I hope this helped you out, and stay tuned.